Hello world, welcome to the channel, Humans Among Us, a Ghanaian in the Rockies. First and foremost, I'd like to say a big thank you to anybody who's clicked on this video, watching this video anywhere in the world. Thank you so much. Quick favor though, I would really appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help me grow this channel and this community. Thank you so much. So a few weeks ago, I had the absolute pleasure, or should I say, absolute pain of working out with Sadie. I've known Sadie at the local gym for years, and the remarkable thing about this lady is I've watched her transform her body from what we'll call a normal body to now a bodybuilding physique. All this started with just one decision, where she was sick and tired of how she looked and feel and decided to invest time into herself. This year, Sadie did her first bodybuilding competition, which was amazing. I mean, somebody making a decision to do something and actually making it happen. And we're super proud of her. Congratulations again, Sadie. You truly inspire every one of us. Now, I had the chance to do a story on her when she was prepping for that competition. I'll leave a link in the description to that story. Please take the time to read this amazing story of why she decided to pivot and do this for herself. But in this video, Sadie allowed me to work out with her. Every now and then I like to switch out my workout to do something different. And I was grateful enough that she allowed me to not just work out with her, but to shoot the whole session. The first part of the video was us talking about her why. We got to catch up on why she decided to take this path. And I think everybody can learn a lot from this, especially women. I mean, she touched on a few important things that I think you can take a lesson away from. Now, it's not about working out or coming to the gym, but the whole idea is finding something that speaks to you, something that challenges you and makes you grow. The second part of the video is where the real work started happening. Now, before you go there, I'd like to say this. There was a lot of heavy breathing and there was a lot of Jesus' name being called from me. That is how much hard Sadie worked me. It was brutal, but I enjoyed every piece of it. We got a chance to talk. We talked about life. We talked about few advice for anybody who's trying to start their journey in working out. Basically, the conversation is a life lesson on its own. You can take a lot from it. I came out of the conversation learning more about myself and what I can do to grow. And I truly hope you can take something away from this video. Once again, thank you so much, Sadie, for allowing me to shoot this session with you. Thank you for letting me work out with you. Thank you for inspiring me to be better every day. And I hope everybody gets something out of this video as much as I did. Once again, thank you so much. Until next time, peace, love. Let's be super kind to ourselves and each other. And let's inquire about someone else's life. Thank you so much. So it is 4:15 here. Monday morning, greatest day ever made, right? We're gonna do some big leg workout. Get some meat on these chicken legs.
It's gonna be big.
These chicken legs of mine, so. Stretching.
Yeah, I first like to see if I need to loosen any tightness in my quads first.
I've never done these before.
Foam roller?
No.
When I was doing all my bodybuilding stuff, I put a lot of emphasis on, just muscle groups in general. And my quads was really tight. And so
Basically, are we rolling
outside,
or just letting it sit and pull your...
You're just letting it sit.
Okay.
So you find your tender spot first, and then sometimes it could take up to 5 minutes for that muscle to release.
Yeah, these are things I need to do more of, like stretching. And I try to stretch in the morning when I wake up. Like, it's part of my little morning routine.
I do cardio in the morning, and then I go ahead and do most of my stretching and mobility work.
After the cardio?
After my cardio, yeah.
Like 2 months ago, I transitioned from the stepper to running a mile before working out. And it's been, I don't know, it's been fun so far. Like, my body, it's amazing how the body gets used to doing something now. It's part of my psyche now. It's like I cannot work out until I run that mile.
Yeah. Has your time improved, or are you just kind of focusing on just keeping it around a steady
No, it's just
rate?
It's just steady rate. Yeah, I don't Pretty much takes me 13 minutes. So I know the last time we did this for the story, we already talked a bit about this, but we'll talk a little bit more about working out for you, how this all started.
Yeah, so like back in college, it wasn't during my freshman year, but they call it freshman 20. Probably like, well, everything accumulated, right? Your fat and stuff doesn't just like happen like overnight.
Yeah.
But by the time I think it was like the end of my sophomore, beginning of junior year or whatever, I was like, I am just like done. Like I feel disgusted in my body. There's got to be something else. Probably, around 200 pounds, I believe I was, area. And so me and one of my friends at the time decided to do a couch to 5K. So we started running and whatnot. So did that, and then we did a color run. That was like our goal.
Yeah.
Which was super fun. But then, I mean, like sure you were getting some running in and whatnot, but that didn't like change everything. So then you realize like, oh, I need to change my diet. So then I dived down the road of like Pinterest, trying to find recipes that are different, lower calories. That helped. It becomes like an obsession of doing excessive amount of cardio. And so like I was doing like excessive amount of cardio. This is like just not like 30 minutes. This is like an hour of like cardio
Just
and then doing like HIIT workouts and stuff. And so like, I think my lowest was probably 118, 115 pounds.
Wow.
So I developed an eating disorder. I wasn't bulimic or anything. I was just like really controlling of restricting calories and excessive amount of cardio. Then you kind of accept that you slowly need to like introduce some like foods into your diet and whatnot. And I wasn't educated at the time on macros such as your protein, carbs, and fats. I had moved down to Wyoming, so I had graduated college, had met my husband. We got married, and I was like kind of more a little bit okay with food, but I was still doing a lot of cardio. Like I would come in here and I'd be running on the treadmill probably for like 30 minutes. And then I would switch over to like one of the stairs for like 20 minutes. And then I would do a HIIT workout in the corner over here for like 10, 15 minutes.
Dang.
So there's like a huge amount of stress on the body. And I was on birth control. So when I got off of birth control so that we could try to get pregnant, I realized like I literally actually don't have any hormones.
Based on all the stuff you've been doing,
from the amount of stress
you put on your body.
My body,
yeah,
my hormones were non-existent, and so I had to face the reality that cardio is not the answer, which it really is not the answer. I can't believe I used to do that to myself, and that I needed to start eating. So I got this book called "Fix My Period."
Okay,
I can't remember her full name, but it's Nicole or whatever. Dove deep into that. I got through that. And then and this was also during like COVID too area. So I still was doing kind of HIIT workout stuff. I was doing Shanti and whatnot. So I started introducing myself slowly to weights. And then my friend Megan here at the gym, along with Brian, they were a huge driver and like helping me like realize like, no, you should be on this side of the gym with us, like lifting weights versus other. So like I started like gaining back weight, whatever. I think like 130 pounds. I was at, and then presence of my period actually started showing up, but it was like every 2 to 3 months or whatever. Wow. So we still had like a lot of work. Then I did get it back, and then I was slowly looking at bodybuilding. I kind of just slowly switched to that, and then I got pregnant and had my son, and then after I had my son and whatnot, I was following this one gal on Instagram named Emily, and she was pregnant with her second child. She was lifting weights, and I'm like, oh my God, this lady's like a badass. And then I saw that she was taking on clients. I want to see change. I want to get the muscle. I want to feel good in my own skin. I want to be strong. I want to be powerful. And so, from that, she accepted me as being one of her first clients back.
Oh, one of her first clients. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm one of the originals with her. And it kind of just went from there. And then we've been through a lot together in the past 2.5 years.
I think the takeaway here is you don't know what you don't know, right? That's the thing. Because you can keep doing what you think you know, and it's not working for you. Because
if you want change, like you got to make that change. I'm a person, like when I start something, I do it to the 100 degree.
I'm the same way.
Like
it's
full amount. And so like with bodybuilding, that like includes like nutrition all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That includes your water goal all the time, your step goal like all the time, checking off the boxes every single day. And it can be like really exhausting. That's where people like peter out.
Yes.
Just like not like they just give up, you know, like after one meal, they're like, oh, well, fuck it. I'm just going to mess up my whole rest of my day. Like literally you can just like your next meal, start over.
Just let it start all over again.
Or like, you know, the next morning, it's fine. It's fine. You messed up one day.
All right. This is going to be very challenging for me. This is the first time I'm doing these. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. It was the first time for me, a month and a half ago?
So just going up to your thigh right there, right?
Yeah, just above the knee, a little bit higher, I would go.
A little higher?
Yeah. And then we'll put the weights up on our shoulders, and then we'll get down into a low squat. And you're going to hold for 2 seconds out, step. But we still want to keep about 12 inches space between our legs.
A little lighter.
So we're doing 2 warm-up sets of those.
This is just warm-up?
And then we'll go into failure.
This is just warm-up?
Yeah.
Similar to your story is I had no clue what working out was because I was working at Halliburton and I was in the field. I was fracking for like 6 years and I came to the office. That's when I transitioned into safety. And I was always tired when I came to the office, just always tired, drinking Red Bull and coffee almost every day. One of the dispatchers, her name is Rena. Shout out Rena, wherever you are. She's the one that told me that, hey, it's something about if you work out in the morning, you get a lot of energy. She just said it and I was like, no, I should give this a try. I was like, no, I'll commit to this just to see what happens. And that was back then, Anytime Fitness was at the mall, way back ago. And I just committed for 3 weeks and all of a sudden, started noticing the change. And then that was a catalyst. That was what started driving me to get going.
So it's just awesome. Just like one statement,
one statement. I was like, let me investigate. Let me try it out. All right, let's get this. Jesus. That's impressive, Sadie. So for anybody who cannot afford a coach or do, like, what is the best way to, because I mean, I haven't used a coach before, but just like you, I'm always interested in inquiring more, right? Even I've used Megan before. When I started hearing about micros and all, I had no clue what micros was until, so I reached out to Megan. But once again, it takes a bit of a commitment and a bit of an investment to say, okay, let me look into this. And Megan was a big help as far as helping me understand protein, carbs, and all that. And I did that for like 6 months with her. It was the hardest thing ever, tracking everything. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, it's something that is so for somebody who, quote unquote, they can't afford or they cannot do all this. I mean, what's an alternative way?
It's crazy. There actually is a lot of apps out there now.
Yeah.
That they do coaching and nutrition together at, a lower price.
Yeah.
One thing I would say for like your strength training is do a program and you stick to it for a minimum of 6 months.
Just stick to it. That's the thing. Just try it out.
Every Monday, it's going to be the same thing.
Yes.
Every Thursday, it's going to be the same thing. That's the only way you're going to see change is if you're consistent.
It's like I used to be like
all over the board on my exercises, and you're not going to progress anywhere because, like this right here, we could be perfecting for the next year, and just the little things.
There's the little things,
and you're going to see astronomical growth. And then you have to be willing to push yourself
Push yourself. Alrighty, let's see if I can push myself on this one. My baby weight here. Jesus, Sadie. That's all I got. Fuck me.
And to the nutrition part, your macros are not going to be the same as somebody else.
So it's different. So you have to know what your macros are.
Yeah, and that's really like the hard part, like that you could figure it out online.
But the question is that something that is necessary?
Like tracking helps you realize like how much you actually are having. So I never say, don't look at the calories. Calories is a bullshit number. Okay, it's okay. So like it's a whole overall. But when somebody says like 100 calories or whatever, I'm like, okay, how much of that is fat? How much of that is protein? How much of that is carbs? So like really start just looking at the nutrition labels. Okay?
Yeah.
If your body can handle digesting protein, then have 1 gram for every pound that you weigh. So if you're 140 pounds, 140 grams of protein each day.
Each day.
And then for your meals, like everybody should figure out how many meals that they're going to have each day and split out that amount of food evenly.
Okay.
So we don't want to be snacking. There's a lot of things that people come up with and they're like just snacking. Like, well, you probably just snacked on all carbs or like all on all fats. Like you just had a handful of nuts. Like that's not balanced.
That's not balanced.
And so like your metabolism is going to be really confused. So if you can really just think of like get rid of the word snacks, right? And make them into meals. You can still have those meals at your snack time.
At your snack time, but you fit in your meals into your snack. Meal. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
We're doing a 3-second pause at the bottom.
Okay. And how many?
12.
12. With 3-second pause on the bottom.
Yeah. For these ones, we're just focusing like feet like under ourselves.
So you're not opening wide, just under ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, we're focusing on total quad and glute, not like isolating the outsides or inside or anything, just total.
So sorry.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus. My wife says, and she says I say Jesus way too much. So I'm trying to work on not using the Lord's name in vain too much. But it's hard not to call Jesus in these times of trials. In these times of pain. I
tell myself that every time I talk to Gabriel. It's like, man, I got to really start checking myself. It's not easy.
Gym anxiety. For people who struggle with the anxiety of the gym, like what's the best advice for? Because I know that's tough for people. You know what I'm saying? Coming in here, not knowing what to do.
I mean, so we have a sign on the wall here in the gym. It says, don't judge people by their covers. Most of their books are still being written. You have to remind yourself that all of us started somewhere. And that's hard to do on a day-to-day basis. But, you know, we all have our problems. We all come here to deal with our problems. So like just check in with yourself. Like we are a community that's here to support, and that can be intimidating because like I would say like 90% of the time that I come into the gym, it's mostly guys, and then you know it just depends on the hour, and then the next hour it's like seems like it's all women. But remember your goals and why you're here. First step, you know, like if you've never been in the gym before, I would just come in. Slowly, don't sprint, you know, you don't need to sprint. Slowly walk through, look at everything, okay? Go walk in the treadmill for a little bit, and then just leave. And then the next day, do the next step. Are you gonna do your workout, or are you gonna come in and just scope it out again? I wouldn't progress it more than a week. But yeah, I would start with that. And then like, if you're nervous, you're gonna like, you know, have your stuff written down or even on your phone. So you're not searching through. And then you start to panic. You're like, oh my God, like what am I supposed to do next? Like, oh my gosh, this person's probably waiting for this machine. Like have it even on a paper or on your notebook where you're going to be at, right? Already have your headphones in. It's fine.
It's fine.
Have your music on, and then just like visually check, like, okay, has somebody been on this machine? It's okay to ask somebody because they're there. One thing, do not ask somebody in the middle of their rep. I had a dude last week try to talk to me while I was
in the middle.
When I was doing my reps. I was like, no.
No, we're not doing this.
No.
There's the self-judgment in our head.
Like, especially like with the breathing, you know, I mean, I still struggle a lot, but you have to breathe properly to lift weights. And that helps you just like bring control to yourself, your nervous system and everything.
So the whole brain and mind connection, mostly is about the breathing. That plays a role.
Yeah.
Breathing and
Yeah, if you continue to just do your breath work and then like have that just be your main focus instead of letting your mind wander, like, oh, I can't do this, just cue in on your breath, right? There's this whole, I can't remember what the breathing thing is, but breathe in for 5 seconds, hold, I think for 5 seconds, and then breathe out for 5 seconds, and do that for 5 minutes. That's another way to like
that's a great
calm
advice.
Down your central nervous system.
That's a great advice.
Yeah.
Just with the breathing, because even with me, like I've been meditating for, I don't know, for like 3 years now, and it's always about going to the breath. You know what I'm saying? The breath is more of like an anchor. That is what holds you in. So it's funny that relates to this.
Yeah.
I've not thought of it that way. That's a very good advice. That in there, to get out of your head, just focus on your breathing. What's the biggest lesson you've learned so far on this journey? Like if you should look back from when you started in here to where you are today, like what's the biggest lesson or a few lessons that you've learned that the average person can take on or can relate to?
You know, today everybody wants immediate progress. I don't want to say it like this, but to be a champion, it's not just going to happen like overnight. So the fat loss is not going to happen overnight. The putting on muscle is not going to happen overnight. The showing up for your family in a positive mindset is not going to happen overnight. So consistency is one of the biggest things. And then it's hard for myself to be like proud of myself because I just don't like accept that, I guess. But to look back on it, like I'm proud that like I held my guns and I did what I told myself I was going to do. I mean, I don't see it. You're not going to see it in every like day to day, but man, looking back on a year, you're like, I did that.
I did that.
I did that for myself. And it's okay to be selfish. There's a lot of times I come in here, like, you know, in the morning, and my son, he gets up 5:30 in the morning. And the goal is to actually be back home before he wakes up at 6. We'll see if that ever happens.
If that ever happens.
But there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I bet Gabriel like hates me or something, you know, or like despises that I come here. But I have to remind myself, like, it's okay to take time for yourself.
For yourself. That's powerful, Sadie. It's okay to take time for yourself. I think that's a big one. It's okay.
Yeah, because like I'm sure dads feel this too, but a lot of moms, like, you know, post about like, I just don't have time. Like, it's okay, like, you don't have to do the long workouts that my coach and I have set up for myself, right? And that's my goal.
Yes,
right?
that's your goal. It's possible for everybody.
You can do 20 minutes.
You can find your goal.
You can do something consistently for 20 minutes every day.
Okay, what we got going on?
So these are reverse lunges.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the weight more in the heels. 12 reps on each side.
Jesus Christ, Sadie.
And you need, it's hard for us parents or whatever, but you need a minimum of 7 hours of sleep each night.
That's a tough one.
And this is just for anybody.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because for me, I'm averaging, I don't know, maybe 5 hours.
Yeah.
If that, because I mean, I'm in bed by 8:30. So by the time I acquire this monkey mind of mine, jumping all over the place, probably I don't go to bed till like 10, and I'm up. The alarm goes off
You'll
at
have to
3:45 every day.
Start setting that time to yourself earlier. Like, okay, it takes me that long. Let me start winding down at 8 o'clock or 7:30. Once again, that's harder with kids.
What do you mean? That was the base. That was
the base of the cupcake.
That was in a workout?
No. I didn't see you on your knees, Charles. Close, but I didn't see you on your knees.
Jesus. Here am I thinking, we're done. Okay. Oh, Jesus. This is rough. I'm gonna fill in this one for a while. Why is this whole idea of working out and weight, why is it important?
I mean, overall, it helps prevent osteoporosis.
Which is? That's a big word for me.
Bone density loss.
Okay.
Because as we get older, the frailer we get. But if you have stronger bones, less fat.
Okay.
I can never remember the full technical terms, but you're stronger bones, basically.
Yes, just stronger bones. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. Stronger bones.
Yeah, so you don't become so frail later on. I mean, you could become like frail in your 50s. You still have like 50 years to live.
50 years, yes.
Or at least you should hope to live for 50 years.
50 more years.
Mental clarity, just being able to breathe while you're walking. You also need to be challenging. Like, your brain should never become stagnant. Like, I mean, it's good to be stagnant in times where you need to be calm or whatever.
Yeah.
But like learning, adapting, just challenging it in general. Like, you want to keep those neurons firing, right? I mean, even for strength training and bodybuilding, we have to give ourselves breaks from bodybuilding if you want to, because to prevent injury. So that's why we're doing this functional training. Prevent injury, create longevity, because it'd be cool to be a pro, but that's like probably not my ultimate goal. Right? I just want to be a badass, basically.
Yes. Define badass. What does badass mean to you?
I'd say more than the best that I can do.
Because
like, if I don't keep challenging myself to the next rep, I'm gonna walk away really like, why did I not do that? Like, I know I can do that. I know I can go that extra rep. So
that's your badass.
Yeah.
I like that.
And just being able to lift heavier and heavier, it's crazy to see when you start and where you come. And even like one of the back squats,
yeah,
I could go heavier, but not in that 3-second hold. But that's gonna help me be able to go heavier when we get out of that 3-second hold.
When you get out of that 3-second hold, gotcha.
Yeah. Muscle stimulations.
Badass. Find the key word for today is find your badass. All right. Okay. So all the way up?
Yep. Keeping it all up.
Okay.
Squeeze those glutes. Okay.
I don't think I breathe this way, at least being conscious of the breathing, but I like that. I think that's helping a lot, because usually I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the first time in a long time that I'm actually focusing on the breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My coach, the first time, she's like, oh, you're starting to breathe like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Like, that's exciting.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
Don't let the reps get to you.
Don't let reps get to you.
Don't psych yourself out. Find that breath. Keep driving.
Find that breath. Keep driving. Man, I like this. Find your badass. Find that breath and keep driving. It's amazing how everything comes back to the breath. Like, I mean, truly true. The more I do this, the more I focus on brain work, the more it always comes back to the breath. It's the one thing that always grounds us back to ourselves. That's the only thing that brings us back into our body, pretty much. The breath.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got at 45?
35.
35. Okay, you know I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 30. How many more times for doing this? 2 more?
I think I got 54.
God damn. That was rough.
I didn't have my grip set very well on my right hand, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
So as we wrap up here, if you have one piece of advice for anybody who is even on a journey to start this or thinking about it or scared to do this, like, what's the piece of advice you have for just anybody out there?
You are the only person you're gonna live with the rest of your life. No matter who comes in your life or who leaves or whatnot, or however long you live for, remember at the end of the day, you need to take care of yourself. And it's okay to be selfish. Remember how to love yourself and don't be so hard on yourself. Most of this comes, I just finished reading. Some people like her, some people don't. It's fine, I don't care. Take it how you want. But Mel Robbins and her Let Them Theory book.
Yes, that is a great book.
Yeah.
I've actually listened to the audiobook. Yeah. I love Mel. Shout out to Mel. I love Mel.
Some people hate her. I think it might be just because she's too honest or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it just kind of like reminds you, like, oh, like I am the only one here. Whether or not like people come, people go. Like, sure, I have my family. Sure, I have my son. But like at the end of the day, like, you're the one who came into this world. You're the one who's me leaving this world. Like, you need to live it how you're gonna want to live it. Don't. If you're in a situation that you don't want to be, figure out how to get it out of it. It might be too large, but find those small things.
Those micro steps, those little things.
Yeah, the little steps you can do better for yourself every day. And make a list and then break down that list even further. You just have to have the willpower to take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Wow.
I used to have anxiety just walking through the weight room.
Just weight room.
Because I'm like, everybody looks so serious.
Yes.
I mean, first of all, it's because we're breathing hard.
Yes.
You don't realize that at the time is because like they're recovering, like whatnot, and like some people do have the resting bitch face, which is fine. But like, come in here yourself. Wear the brightest colors. Like, if you love wearing colors, wear the brightest color. Like,
nobody cares.
Nobody
cares. Anybody struggling, just walk in here, get on the treadmill for 2 minutes and go home. Come back the next day, 2 minutes and go home. Do that for literally for like a week and that's how I started. For 3 weeks, I had no clue what I was doing. I just walk in here and just do something, but I kept showing up every day. And the
it
next
helps
thing
you like
know,
get aware of like what's here, like
what is here, the people here.
Yeah.
the next thing you know, you're building a whole community. And there's loving people out here. Everybody is loving.
Yeah. And everybody's like all different shapes and sizes.
Yes.
Literally. Like we have from really small people. Just because you're small doesn't mean you're not struggling with something.
Yes.
If you're big doesn't mean you're not struggling with something. Like, and we have, like I was pregnant when I was working hard. We have a gal who here, she's due in like less than like 2 weeks.
Yeah, she's still showing up every day. So
this is like just her like time to like give strength back to herself and nourish her little one that she's cultivating.
Yeah.
And like anybody. And like for my clients, it's just like to feel stronger, more comfortable like in their skin.
Yeah, skin.
You know?
What has this done for you? I think on the last note here on mental health, right? Mm-hmm. For me, it's a big thing for me. Like I struggle a lot mental. People see me and think I'm this confident guy, but there's a lot of struggle. It's a lot loud in here, right? Self-judgment. I'm always in my head, overthinking things. This year helps me calm down a little bit, right? So just as far as you and mental health, what has this done for you?
I've noticed just even like just coming here to do just cardio in general, like it helps me check in with myself, with my body, and be able to be calm before taking on the tassels of being a wife, being a mother, because toddlers, like Gabriel is going to be 3 tomorrow, and they just like test your boundaries, even like at work. Like this helps me like come in and stay calm. I've noticed on days, like if I don't get even that walk in the morning, I'm testy. Like I am easier to trigger and get upset or angry than when I have just a little bit of time to myself. Even if I go for a walk for a mile outside my house and come back, I'm so much better throughout the day. It's the same thing with me. Like it's amazing how this grounds me for the day. Like I think this helps me a lot as far as my day. Mm-hmm. Like the energy that this gives me in the morning literally is part of the reason why I feel energized and I don't get tired during the day. I mean, after 7 p.m. I'm done. But like nutrition comes into play from a huge standpoint. But like, sure, this might not be your thing here, but find your thing. Is that doing meditation in the morning for 5-10 minutes? Is that reading 10 pages out of a book? Is that journaling right away in the morning? Is that like, don't get on your phone right away in the morning. It might be easy just to turn on the TV or like automatically grab it, but like get up instead of doing your phone, maybe literally like pick up a book or a magazine and read 2 pages. Mm-hmm. You know, like just take that time for your brain to turn on and work and stuff instead of automatically being drowned by
and feeding it with
whatever
distraction you have
that we have in our lives now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sadie. Appreciate it. No, I'll make sure I leave your YouTube link and your Instagram page on it. Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This was good. Okay. Now we gotta get back to the real work.
Yeah, I gotta go home and feed a kid and
go to work. I know I gotta go shower and head to work. So alrighty. Thank you so much, Sadie.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Tune in. Subscribe. That's what they always say. YouTube people.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.